Hey guys, this is your brother Jesse back with another video, you guys. I'm sorry. This is not as easy. This is not that easy, you guys. I've learned that I've only done a few videos so far, but man, I've just got so much to say and so many things that I want to talk about because of how crazy this walk with Christ is that we're all going through. Um, it's just amazing, guys. I never thought things would be this way in life, and never thought I would be like the things I'm going through are just so unbelievable and amazing. Um, Both in good ways and in bad ways, of course. We know that. Um, so anyway, guys, I'm up here in Maine right now. This is where I live, northern Maine. Um, What was it? It was like around 15 below this morning when I woke up. Um, it's so beautiful up here, guys. It really is up here in northern Maine. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I've been around a lot of places in this country. I've traveled and visited a lot of other places in this country. Um, Guys, it's so peaceful and beautiful up here. Even though it's so cold in the winter, we have these terribly cold temperatures, and we are finally getting a bunch of snow, which we've usually would have a ton of snow by now, but the last like 3 years we haven't got hardly anything for snow. So we just got dumped on about like, what was it, 18 inches. 18 inches so far, and it's still snowing a little bit, but anyway, guys, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's so beautiful up here and quiet, peaceful. Um, Being out here in the wilderness and the woods and all the lakes we have, it really is nice not to be in a big city and dealing with all the crime and everything around. Truly a blessing to be here, born and raised here. And I've been able to go around. I lived down in Portland, Maine for 4 years. Went to college, um, and got to experience that. Was out in Portland, Oregon for a while, and that was pretty wild. My uncle lived out there, and that unfortunately that didn't work out. And thank God that was no place for me. The war zone that place is at. Um, so grateful and glad to be here. Be away from all that crime and everything. Uh, anyway, guys, I wanted to talk about a topic. I don't know. I know some of you guys may watch Stephanie the Seeker. Um, what I want to talk about today has a lot to do with what she talks about with like the spiritual warfare and the battles we're in with all that, with the gang stalking and crazy things that you go through. Um, when you are, a true Christ believer and saved. Um, it's wild. Like, guys, it took me so long. Like, so I've read the Bible, guys, like a couple times over, but I am not like the best at reciting things back, because I'm still studying it over and over again. And I do understand it very well and stuff, but I'm just not that good at reciting it like some people are, back to people and talking about it. But I truly do understand everything in it. And of course, you're constantly going back and studying it over and over. Um, that's just the way it is when you get into this journey. If you would have asked me 10 years ago if I thought I would be here doing this and even in living like this with Christ, and giving up everything of this world like I was doing, I would say you were crazy. You were absolutely out of your mind, guys. I was living like the world like everyone else, you guys. Like, I've just got so much to talk about, guys, and I can't do it all in this video, of course, and that's why I've got to get to work on here and start making more and more videos. I want to share all these crazy and wild experiences I've had in my life and how Christ has freaking gotten me out of all this stuff, all these bad predicaments that I was put into, and not knowing the whole time that I've been battling the devil. The devil, I mean, really? Little old me, like I'm that important, you're that important. You are that big of a threat to the kingdom, their kingdom, this devil's world. Whoever would have thought, you know? I mean, little old me and you. You know how huge that is? You know how rare we are? We are the rarest people out there. And it's truly amazing that this is what you figure out. Like when you finally figure out who you are, it's truly amazing. And you always knew you were different and you were special and you had something unique about you. You kind of known that your whole life, but it's really just and I know everybody's journey. Some people are getting it younger when they figure it out. Some people it takes a long time, like Stephanie was saying. Um, Jeez, guys, it's like, man, it's crazy that it took so long for me to figure out we are not battling against flesh and blood. We're battling against the dark rulers and authorities and world powers of this world and evil heavenly realms. Like, I couldn't believe, like, with the gang stalking guys, figuring out, like, this is spiritual. Like, there is spiritual entities watching you all the time. We are being monitored and watched all the time. And gang stalked is like, it's crazy. Um, Guys, I have some gifts, and I know we're all been given different gifts by God. But I had gifts, guys, given to me. Like, I have seen, you know, I have seen the spiritual realm, things in this spiritual realm. I have seen things in life early, before I knew who I was. And I'm like, wow, I wonder if other people can see this, like supernatural things that I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, you just don't really know at the time. You just shrug it off and you're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe other people are seeing it, but that's weird. Very strange, isn't it? But once you figure out that this is all spiritual, it's like, this is crazy. Like, how do I beat this? Like, how am I gonna win against these forces? Well, God. And not realizing that God had been protecting you this whole time in your life, because they've been coming at you your whole freaking life and you had no clue. And God has always been there to protect you. And learning that and finally getting a grip on that was like, oh my God, it's unreal. Like, who are you gonna talk to about that? Who's like you around you who you can tell this to without them wanting to put you into a mental ward or a psych ward, whatever? Who? Do you know anybody? I mean, they're gonna think you're freaking crazy that you saying that you've seen these dark forces, have heard voices of evil, and seeing demons in people. I don't know about you guys, seeing the eyes turn completely black. When I had my narcissistic girlfriend, that was a demon. Narcissists are demons, okay? Inhibit, living in in these people's, inhibiting these people's bodies. They're, it if you, like I said, 10 years ago, what the hell? Not even 10 years ago, it seems crazy. It seems crazy to think that, but it's not once you figure out what's going on around you. Like, guys, let me tell you something about the gang stalking and stuff. Man, this is so hard to friggin' put together, guys, and I'm sorry if I jump around, but it's just so hard to talk about, like, and put this all together how I want to talk to, tell you guys about this stuff, because there's just so much to say and there's so many experiences and things to talk about. Um, it's crazy. So with the gang stalking guys, um, man, I swear, every day I've got this neighbor. It never fails. Constantly will get in the vehicle, and it's only when I come here, it's nuts. It's constantly gets in the car. He's doing it right now. He's sitting across the street right now with his vehicle running, okay, looking straight ahead in my driveway. And it's always when I'm here, only when I'm here. Never fails every day. And I'm kind of thinking this is weird. Like, what the hell? But that's nothing. Now let's talk about the guy with the special needs walking his dog across the street. Like I believe I mean, this has been going on for years, guys. And I'm like, why the hell are they always here walking my block in front of my place? Because I live right in the center of town, guys. Thankfully, God has blessed me with an apartment building in town. Okay, and but the only crappy thing about that is I'm in the center of town, but I'm right next to the stream. Okay, and it's a beautiful place that He blessed me with. This was a lot of hard work, guys. I didn't get this until like 2 years ago when I was 40. I have had so much taken from me, so many things I've lost and had to sell off because all these spiritual forces and things have come against me. The devil has thrown so much mud at me and so much crap. Like, and I've lost so much, but that's, it's crazy. But then again, I've gained so much back. But man, it's so hard to hold on to. Like, but anyway, guys, holy, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track a little, but we're being watched all the time. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I'd like to hear some stories. What kind of gang stalking you guys have going on? What do you have? Like, everyone's always up in your business, aren't they? Everyone's always wanting to know what you're doing. Like, it's insanity. But these things where like the guy's walking the dog by here, only when I'm around. Like, what the hell? It's like the street theater. You know what I mean? Like, you've probably heard other people on the channels talking about the street theater and stuff. Like, man, the guy's walking his dog past here. What? How can that be every time I'm around? I can be driving down Main Street. Here's the guy with the dog again on Main Street. How come I'm seeing him all the time? All the time. It's not by coincidence, guys. It's not a coincidence. Every time I pull into my driveway, here we go again. There's the guy with his dog walking. Oh wait, and then there's a guy pulling their kid in this and this guy looks freaking crazy, okay? Pulling his little girl in his freaking cart. That's been happening like all the how can it be every time I'm here all this stuff just starts happening? All this stuff out in the street happens. People driving by honking horns loud. Okay, yeah, and just like Stephanie was saying, flashing lights at you. And weird waves too. Like everyone waving, just like you have no idea who these people are. Why is everybody waving at me? Why are people honking at me? Like it's so strange, you guys. And it took a long time to figure out like what the hell was going on. Like really. Like that's where I had to read a lot in the Bible about us battling this, spiritual warfare that we're in. And regular people can't even begin to be able to digest this. Or even, like I said, they think you're freaking crazy. You can't just go tell anybody this. But here I am on here. You know what? I need to get this. I need to talk about these things, guys. I need to get this off my chest. Like, I'm on here because I want to talk to people about this stuff and fellowship with you guys and see if you guys have had these experiences. And it's very important to me. This is the whole point of me getting on here. I mean, I want to be in a community with you guys and talk about everything that's been going on, and we can share experiences and stuff and maybe help each other out. I mean, I know it's helped me out, and I want to thank, I'm not a very big channel at all. I just started, guys. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of stuff I need to get on here and talk about. But I appreciate the people so far that have commented. It's not many, but man, I'm going to tell you, just the couple that I've gotten, thank you so much. Just it's letting me know at least someone has watched and given a shit, okay? Um, it means a lot, guys. It means the world to me. It really does. Because, we're out here and we have nobody. We have pretty much nobody anymore. Um, and once you figure out you're dealing with all this spiritual stuff and it's the devil using the people around you to do all this crazy stuff to you, I mean, once you figure it out though, guys, it gets so much easier. Because you can see it coming out. God has opened your eyes and He's given you that discernment to see and hear, and you can see what they're doing now. So now you can step your game up, and you know how to freaking deal with this stuff better. And it's taken me a long time, guys, but I finally get it in my head. I'm like, oh my God, the light bulb moment where God finally gave me the eyes and ears to finally just, like, it's insane. It's insane that we're going through this, right? But it's only for our good. And it has built me up better. I've gotten better and better over the years, and I'm sure you guys have too. I'm sure it has made you better and better. No matter how hard the stuff was. I know how hard it is, guys. I really do. I may not look through like the stuff I've been through, guys, like the drug addiction I was in, all the sin I was in. I mean, the lifestyle I lived before is nothing like I'm living today. I have cleaned up everything so much, but you would have never believed it, guys. That's what I mean. That's why I've just got so much to say, guys. And this is not easy. This is not easy doing these videos and trying to, get out what I want to say. And you know, but I promise I'll do better. I'm gonna get better. It's just it's tough starting out and doing this, but I really am passionate about getting on here because I really want to talk to you guys. I want you to message me. I love to hear from you guys. I want to hear stories. It would make me feel so good because it lets us know that we're not alone out here dealing with this stuff. Because we're the only ones that we can rely on to talk to about this stuff because no one else is going through this stuff that you are, and we need each other to lean on. You know what I mean? So just feel free, guys. Always. I promise I'll get back to you. I promise you that. I really, really, really want to help all you brothers and sisters out if I can, and you guys can help me out, maybe. And I know you will. And I think that's what God wants. He wants us to do that. And He's given us this platform so we can connect all over the world with people. Since we can't be close together. I mean, But guys, the street theater is crazy. The gang stalking, like, man, everyone's always up in my business, dude. And you know what the funny thing is how I really was like, no shit. Like, all these things that have happened in the past started clicking into your head like, oh, that's what that was. Dude, these entities are like following you everywhere. You just can't get away from it. You only get away from it if you're alone out in the woods. And that's the only way I can get away from it. You know what they did this summer? You know what they were doing? And I know this was the devil doing it. So I have this bridge. So I'm right on the stream, okay? Right, and it runs right through the center of town. So I have this nice spot I made next to the stream. I mow right up against it, and it's nice. And I get a little table and chairs, and so I can sit by the stream at night and have some peace. But it's not all that peaceful because I'm right in town. But still, it's a little something anyway. Dude, so what happens is these homeless people and bums, what do? They move in this summer under the bridge. So guess what? When I'm trying to sit out there and enjoy myself, no, they're constantly looking at me, staring at me. It's just like, I can't get away from it, guys. These spirits are around me everywhere, and I know they're using my family. Of course they're using family. I think my mother and grandmother are witches. I know they are. I was raised by evil. I don't know about you guys. I was raised in a terribly toxic and abusive family. Evil, guys. I don't know about you guys. I know everybody's story is different, but man, I was raised in evil, and I know I was. It's wild, man. It's crazy. People think you're nuts. You talk about this, like, man. I almost feel kind of getting on here, and even, but man, if you're going through this, you understand it. Like, you understand what I'm going through, and I understand what you're going through. Like, you were that special. You were that much of a threat to the devil that he's got to get eyes on you all the time, and they're trying to always trip you up, trying to knock you off your square, trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to do all these things. And once you figure that out, like, you can really, you step up your game. You know, you're no longer playing chess, or I mean checker chess. You're no longer playing checkers with these things. You're playing chess now. No more checkers. It's all chess, and you need to watch. And it's like I've had to watch every move I make because I always feel like there's a set of eyes on me. I know there's always a set of eyes on me. To think that there's spiritual entities around you at all times, well, guys. So with that, I want to talk about, like, so I know they call it like sleep paralysis or whatever it is, but like, guys, I've been attacked at night by demons, and I know other people have gone through this where you wake up and you're like being held down in your bed and like choked out and can't breathe. It's the craziest thing. Like, this was happening for quite a while in my life until I really started to pray to God and really, you know, dug into the Bible a lot. And once I started doing that, like, all that came to an end. But man, there was so many times I would wake up from a dead sleep and be can't even move. I can't move. Why can't I move? I'm in perfectly good health, guys. I'm a very healthy individual. Okay, and it hasn't always been that way. But I was during those times. Like, I don't have problems like that. I don't have those health issues and stuff. So, and then this has happened so many times in my life. Like, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought I had a health issue at first until I started digging in and figuring out what the heck was going on. Um, it's truly amazing, like, and scary kind of at the same time. Like, there's entities and demonic entities or whatever they are around you always watching you. And you know why? I've always felt like I've always been being watched, guys. You know how I sleep at night, and I know this sounds weird, but I'm single and alone, so this is the way it is. Um, Guys, I sleep with the covers over my head. Like, I have done this for I don't know how many years now because I always feel like there's something. I've always felt like, man, I feel like something's always watching me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it took so long, like, to just figure this out. Like, this is what it is. This is what it is. And it's wild. I just never could imagine that this was how things were going to be in my life, and this is what was really going on the whole time. Um, oh, and another thing. So back to the things, I'm laying in bed. I put the covers over my head. I know it's weird, but that's the way I do it. Like a cocoon, kind of. Like, I put my feet, I have my feet wrapped around my feet and then put it right over my head. And that's how I sleep. The blanket right tight on me. And I have a fan going all night because I could never, and that was weird too. Like, I always needed that noise, like, just to have the fan going too. But I couldn't deal with the dead silence. It just felt so weird. It's always felt so weird. Um, and there is things that we can't see that are watching, and I know they're there. I've sensed they were there. I've always sensed that. Um, Man, I have got so much to say on this topic, guys, and I'm not gonna be able to talk it all in this video. I'm gonna make them. I've got a lot of other videos coming, guys. You've got to hear, but man, I know this is so hard for people that are unbelievers or that haven't had these experiences to believe, but this is real. This is the realest stuff. Like, I can't make this stuff up. I just can't, you guys. You've got to believe this is real. This is what it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. What more do you need to know? Like, and I know people can't grasp that. And they'll just gonna pawn you off like you're crazy and stuff. And that's what it's made to do. The devil, you know? Um, oh, you know, so, oh, another thing too. So, along with being held down and choked in bed, so, right? So, guys, so now it's been a what? Over a year since I've had sex. I have, I've been on semen retention for over a year, been celibate, okay? So also the devil was attacking me there, and this was really strange, guys. This was the weirdest one where I felt this demon. I woke up and I felt like the covers and everything coming like pushed up against me. Like this was weird. Like something was on me, and this is gonna sound so weird, guys. I know this is gonna sound unbelievable, but this dude, on God, God is my witness, I cannot lie. This is all the truth, guys. This is the truth. I cannot lie to you guys. I cannot. But guys, this, whatever it was, this spiritual entity was on me like groping my private area. This is not a joke. I woke up to this and I woke up aroused, you guys. I know this sounds freaking crazy. Oh, I hate to even talk about this, guys. I hate to talk about this, but man, I swear. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it's like, I woke up like erect and like kind of worked up, but I felt this thing on top of me. I know this is crazy. People are gonna think it's nuts. If you do, I don't know what to tell you. I guys, this is what it is. Please, someone tell me you've had some kind of experience. I know people have had the been held down and all that, but man, this was like next level. I've never, but I felt this thing on me. I felt the covers and stuff pushed in on me. This was next level stuff. I just, it's nuts. I don't know. I mean, guys, I know you think I'm freaking. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. It is what it is. Call me crazy. I don't care. The town thinks I'm crazy anyway because they can't put me in a box and they don't know who I am or what I am. They just. I get called crazy anyway because I'm like nobody else. I'm not like anybody else in this town. So I get called crazy anyway. So who cares? Call me crazy. It's not like it's anything new. And another thing, guys, I don't know if you guys have any of these gifts, and I know God gives us all different gifts and stuff. And um, I actually, and so I have these gifts, guys, where I am, I've got some psychic ability gifts. Um, I can see ahead, like not far down the road. This is more of a short term thing, but I can see stuff coming, like man, this has happened like so many times in my life, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder if everybody else is having the same thing. Like you just think that before you know what's going on, but like, man, I'll give you like, let me see. Okay, I'll tell you how it is. So with this psychic ability that I have, is like, okay, let's see. For an example, so okay, my brother went away. I knew they were going away camping from Sunday to Sunday. They went away for a week, all right? They were supposed to be gone the whole week. Okay, cool. So he's got apartment buildings and stuff that I was looking after for him. I was mowing them for him. So I'm on the mower, right? This is like on a Wednesday. He's been gone since Sunday, and da 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 da. I'm expecting him to be gone until next Sunday. Whatever, no big deal. I'm mowing, and in my head, I'm just mowing, kind of just relaxing, chilling, da 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 da. And like it comes into my head like something's like saying like he's gonna be back. Like I have these premonitions all the time, guys. Like ahead, like just certain things. But this is, for example, like I feel like he's coming back Thursday. I felt, and this was Wednesday. I'm like, man, he's coming home tomorrow. Like, that's weird. Like, I didn't know if he was or not, but you know what? I didn't put any thought into it or anything. I didn't know anything about this, but sure enough, he was home on Thursday and he was supposed to be gone till Sunday. So that's just one example, guys. And I know it may not sound like a big deal or anything, and that could be no, but this is the thing. Though that for that examples of stuff like that have happened thousands of times over my period of my life, and I never could figure it out. I'm like, how did I know that? I'm like, how do I know these things that are, like what's going to happen ahead, and I know what's going to go on, and it's weird, but it's only from like the time frame is like from a week to a month out. Like I've always been able to see ahead on things that are going to happen. It's so weird. And God, I think God's, he gave me that gift of that. And plus another gift, I don't know if any of you guys have this too, is, and I know, this is different from just being able to read someone's energy. This is not it, but like just being able to be near someone and they not even say a word or anything, or them just standing there like, nothing. Um, but being able to know exactly how they feel about you, like being able to know, not word by word in their mind, being able to read their mind in that way, but exactly how they're feeling towards you without them even of saying, saying one word to you, how they feel about you. Isn't that, I mean, I don't know. Has anyone else have that experience too, where that, or you can tell that, or I don't know, guys. This is just, it's so much to unpack and so many like things that are going on in life, and it's crazy. Um, but to have those gifts has truly helped me out, truly helped me navigate situations and stuff life, and I give that all the glory to God. I do. It's all because of Him, and man, if it wasn't for that, having that ability, most times I would have been in way worse situation. Like it's helped guide me through so many bad situations. Um, I can't even tell you. Oh, there's just so much to say, guys. Like I'm gonna have thousands of videos. Like it's gonna be. This in itself is a journey, guys. Being on here and just, man, I can't wait just to get it all out and get it off my chest. All these things and experiences, and hoping that you guys, somebody relates to this stuff that's happened to them. Um, truly, truly, guys, this is such an amazing thing. This is amazing. Just the gift of being saved and knowing that you're going to heaven someday is the most amazing thing that you could ever have gotten in your life. Even though that we're going through so many hard times and so many hard struggles, I know it's hard, guys. I know, and you're like, why me? Why me? Well, man, be blessed that it was you. That I think about every day. I'm like, this is only building you up. It's building you up to be this amazing person. Like you're gonna do something big. Like, haven't you had it in your heart where you just feel like you're supposed to be so much more in life? You're supposed to do so much more. You're supposed to do something big. And you don't know how. You just don't know how it's going to happen, but you know that it's going to eventually pan out. It's crazy, guys, that God has given us this gift. Um, wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, and I wouldn't trade these experiences, because I wouldn't be the person I am today. I would have never come out. I'd still be like everybody else, living for this world and doing all this crazy stuff that I used to do, and not knowing any better, being lost in this world and not knowing I mean, I thank God every day that He's given me this discernment to finally see what's going on, and being able to see this evil, the evil in this world. We are able to see these. You're an empath. You're a very empathic. Your heart is pure. You can see this evil and everything that's going on, and what's wrong in this world, and what's wrong with going on with the rulers in this world. You are able to see everything. And it's truly amazing. Like, you are so far ahead of everybody else. Like, nobody has your intellect. No one has your intelligence. You're like 20 years ahead of them. Guys, I've always hung out with people 20 years older than me. Like, I just never felt like people my age were, you know what I mean? Like, really on my level of intellect. And that's not to be arrogant or boastful, because I wasn't that good with school, guys. I sucked at school. I was like a BC student, guys. Like, I struggled with the institutionalized schooling stuff. Okay. The only thing I was really good at, like aced in college and stuff, was like physics. Like, I sucked at basic and regular math. I don't know. I'm not that smart for that. But your intellect and be able to read people and be able to talk to people, and you know what I mean? You can talk to people on every level. And it's amazing. Um, but man, guys, so much to say. I know I've gone off into so many different things, and I'm sorry. And um, I promise it'll get better. Try to keep on one subject here, but man, so the gang stalking and all that, yes, it's real. It's real. These are entities are following you. The devil's always got his eye on you. I mean, it's crazy to think that just little old you was that big, that much of a threat, you know. And no one else is ever going to understand your story that's not going through what you're going through. And you know, guys, and another thing, like, for the last 8 years, guys, I have studied psychology. Okay, I've done it on my own. Studied, like, you know, narcissism and all these personality disorders and everything. Just because I'm like, what the heck is wrong with people? Why are they doing this stuff? Like, what is their problem? Why they would do all this evil and nasty things to me? Like, it really made me dive deep into that to only come to the conclusion, like, this is just all spiritual. And yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what we're going through, guys, and no one understands it. And I don't know, guys. I've got so many other spiritual and supernatural stories I'm gonna be telling, guys. I'm kind of getting a little too long on this video, so I'm gonna have to cut this one short. But I'm definitely gonna be working and trying to get out a video a day, guys, because man, I've got so many other crazy, like, I've got other crazy experiences that I need to talk about and hear. And guys, I appreciate all of you for getting on here. I really do. God bless all of you. And I know it's a struggle, guys, and I really feel for everyone out there that's going through this stuff and going through going through these trials and tribulations that the devil's putting you through. I know it's hard. I know it's so hard right now, guys, on all of us. But don't ever lose the faith, because God is going to lift you up and do something big for you. I know he is. And I have faith every day for that. Every day I know it. I know it. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know he's going to, guys. And he's going to do it for you too. He really is. There's no question or doubt in my mind he's going to do it. We have so much to look forward to, guys, in the future. Like, I think it's just going to be, you know, way past our wildest dreams what's to come. And I am just truly looking forward to that coming, guys. But guys, stay safe out there. Stay prayed up. Just really, I feel for everyone. And please, guys, you can message me anytime. I am always open to look forward to talking to whoever and conversating. I love it. There's nothing more that I love in this world that I love to talk to people. I always have. And I truly look forward to hearing you guys, and I hope that you know, we can all connect and get a community going, and you know, share experiences. I would really love that, guys. I really would. So I need to wrap it up, guys. I'm gonna be back. Just keep your eyes peeled. I got a lot more to come. Like, tons of stuff to talk about. This is nothing. This is nothing. I haven't even begun yet, guys. Please, guys, please like and share these videos with people, guys. Please spread the word, man. Spread the word, please. If you know other people that are Christ believers and stuff, and even if they're not, like, man, that's the goal too. Is let's get these people. We gotta get as many people as we can to come to God. But please share, guys, and like, biggest thing is like the video, please, just to get it out there. I know I hate to ask for things and stuff like that, but man, I really wanna get connected to a lot of people, guys. I really want to get this out there. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today, and God bless every one of you, and have a good night, guys.